preventing the Correctional Services Department from forcing its members to enter the department's headquarters in the Pretoria CBD. They're expecting to head to the Labour Court in Johannesburg today. Popcru affiliated correctional services workers have been refusing to enter Poyton's building due to safety concerns. Now, the building was closed down last month over safety concerns. Popcru spokesperson Richard Mamabolo joins us on the line to give us a little bit now. Richard, thank you so much for your time. Give us a brief background about the state of the said building.
Okay, you remember that on the 12th of September, the building was closed down by the city of Tshwane. Now, just a week after that, the department came back to us and told members that the chief fire officer of the city of Tshwane had declared the building safe to use after renovations that were done over that weekend. Now, when we spoke to the chief fire officer after that meeting, he claimed that, in fact, there was no certificate issued to declare the building safe. And he even went further to say that, according to his expertise, the building would be ready at some time beyond December. So the department basically lied to members in ensuring that they get back to the offices. Then, of course, there are other defects as well, electrical defaults, lifts are not working, and of course, even the fire, the water pumps that have to supply water into the building in the case of fire, they are all not working. That is, we've obviously been doing monitoring work throughout this time. Now, we went to engage the department to say, rather find an alternative accommodation for these members so that until the building is declared safe by a certified person. That was our agreement with the department, and then they soon pulled out of that agreement and then started threatening members with letters of dismissal. So that is why we then decided that perhaps this matter should then be taken to the court.
Okay. So what I understand and what we see is that you actually did receive a letter from the Department of Correctional Services. It was a week later after this building was declared unsafe, saying that the building is now safe and that you can go to work. Why do you not believe this letter and that it is safe? Have you yourself seen or actually have evidence that this building is not safe to go into?
That's what we need actually, because they just read out an email. They read out an email, and according to procedures, what is needed are certificates from engineers, from people with expertise to say we are then declaring the building safe. So there has not been any form of proof provided. We have been engaging with the department to provide the sufficient proof, and nothing has been done in this regard. Until at such a time the department provides us with the proof in the form of certificated evidence from experts, we will not be going into that building. So the reason why we were taking the matter to the court is because the department has been threatening to fire members. But also, we also want members to be at work. We want service delivery to continue. We want members to be relocated in different areas so that work continues, the work of the department continues.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the reality. And then I also see that a lot of your members have also been told that they will not be paid salaries. And as you mentioned, they are being threatened with dismissal. Now, your members are also, they're refusing to go into the building now because they feel very, very scared and unsafe going there. What impact has this had on services for the Department of Correctional Services?
Well, it has obviously had negative services. In fact, the department claims that our members are on an illegal strike. In fact, it is the department which is on an illegal strike because they refuse to have members do their work. What we want is something which is very simple. Relocate our members to, for example, Correctional Center where they can continue with their work. So service delivery is indeed affected. And again, we've got a lot of evidence that shows that what they claim to the public has not been happening in terms of the safety of the building. I mean, it's dilapidating on a daily basis, and they are always on a continuous basis people trying to fix some of the challenges that we face within that building.
Yeah, I'm reading that correctional services are claiming that they have shared different reports with you, and particularly one from the fire department, from the City of Tshwane Metro Fire Department. They've been shared with Popcru as well as from the department. Does that not suffice? Does even that kind of correspondence, did you actually receive it? And is that not good enough? Does that not include the engineer's report?
No, we have not received any certificated reports from engineers. In fact, even if we do receive emails from the department itself, the department does not have expertise over the credibility or the integrity of the building. They are not engineers, but as well, what is on the report and what is actually happening in reality are two different things. Because I'm saying now that on a daily basis we see maintenance people going into the building, and some of the things that they claim to have been resolved already are still not resolved as yet. Yeah. And of course, I think taking from what the chief fire officer of the city of Tshwane had told us is that the building would not be inhabitable even beyond December. So we will not take any risks with the lives of our members. We will obviously be taking the matter to court. What we want is for members to be relocated so that service delivery is not disrupted.
Okay, so just to wrap this up, the court case going to court, when is this going to happen?
It's actually today, 10 o'clock at the Labour Court in Braamfontein, Johannesburg.
Okay. All right, excellent. We'll watch that. Thank you very much for talking to us. Richard Mamabolo talking to us on behalf of Popcru, members of the union refusing to go into the building, the Correctional Services building, and that's in Pretoria, saying that it is unsafe and they still don't have evidence that the building is good enough to enter. All right, we take a break. We'll see you after this with the news at 7.